right?
Yes.
We're back.
We're back.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Tyler.
And you're listening to Hustle and Lace Podcast. We have a guest today.
We got a guest today.
Somebody came to the house.
And this is one of our favorites, y'all. Like,
yes.
From the pop. Well, all of them were our favorites. My bad.
But we have no favorites. But
this is our boy Vontae, and he was a part of our first event, the pop-up. And when I tell y'all, he showed us so much love. And we just, want to be able to show love back to him and bring him on the pod and, get to know him a little better.
Yes, so we're excited for y'all to meet him and definitely show some love. So tell him, tell him who you are, where you from, what you do, all that goodness.
Yeah.
Well, speaking this mic.
Just talk.
My name Devontae Williams. I'm from Greenville. I got a clothing line. I got a lawn business.
Go ahead now.
What's your clothing line?
Look at the camera.
I'm a little nervous. But my clothing line is Make Millions Clothing. I got a lawn business, Williams Lawn Care Service.
Yeah.
So, just taking it one step at a time, day by day.
That's right. Book your boy and shop with him.
What's your IGs so they can follow you?
Yeah.
My IG is Make Millions Clothing. My lawn care business is Lawn Master 15. So y'all can find me on Facebook, Devontae Williams. Check me out.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So we knew you would be kind of nervous because we was nervous at first on our own show. So we got some icebreakers for you.
That's cool.
And we're gonna do what do you call it? Is it rampart style? No.
I don't
know. Speed style. See, that's what happens when you try to use rapid style.
I was like, wait, what?
So I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Okay.
And you just gotta say the first thing that come to your head.
Oh,
Okay?
like Family Feud when they're like when they do it.
Yeah, kind of like that. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So my first one is I'm gonna just start with something cultural, like our culture.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence?
Ooh.
I gotta go with Martin. I ain't gonna lie.
What? Okay.
Eddie Murphy got me with Harlem Nights, but Martin, just the whole Martin show. But I grew up.
Oh yes. Okay. What's your top 3 favorite movies?
Wolf of Wall Street for one. Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
And last but not least, I'm gonna say Scarface. I ain't gonna lie, Scarface.
Okay. Wow, that's a good range.
That's a very eclectic list of stuff. I'm not mad at
What's
that.
your top 3 favorite movies, Kristen?
Sister Act 2.
Okay.
Clueless. All right,
We're back.
Technical difficulties. We back. All right, Ty, you still?
Okay. We're still doing rapid fire. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't know why my mind went blank like that. Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Hold on, I listen to both of them now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with Cole though. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to go with Cole.
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite artist?
Can I give you my top 5? I give you my top 5.
Ooh, 5.
I give you 5 of them.
Dang, 5. Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna start off Rick Ross, Nip, Dolph.
Okay.
Who else? Currency.
I can see that for you.
Really? Okay.
I can see that for you.
And last but not least, who I been on heavy? ESTG. I ain't gonna lie, ESTG
Okay.
too.
Who is the person you listening to like real heavy right now?
Dolph. Gotta be
Okay.
Dolph.
Okay. I can see that.
Gotta be Dolph.
I can see that. Okay.
What about y'all? Who y'all top? Give me y'all top 5.
My favorite musician of all time is Lauryn Hill.
She does like
Okay.
But I'm like a music head, so I listen to any and everything.
But hold on, like you talking about music here. How far back you can go? I listen to oldies too.
Yeah.
Like, what type of oldies though? I ain't talking about like 90s oldies. I'm talking about like oldies. Like I know that.
Ooh, now okay, now you may got me. I know a little bit going back that far, but I'm not too heavy on that far. Like I know the songs and I may not know the artist. You get what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, so but now I'm kind of like I love songwriters. Like that's like Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
I've been on Hotels.
Oh
man, when I tell
album,
you that the lyrics, the songwriting on there is just phenomenal. So I'm real heavy on my R&B right now.
Okay.
So her, of course, SZA and Summer Walker.
Hey, SZA hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
SZA, that snooze hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, man, what that whole album, and she got both her albums are really good.
Facts.
I'm trying to think who else really hard. I'm always a Gucci Mane. I'm a Gucci groupie. Young
Gucci
Jeezy.
groupie. Gucci groupie. Okay.
Young Jeezy. Of course, Rick Ross.
Okay.
We was listening to Rick Ross on the way to Atlanta. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody and I'm gonna be mad that I'm gonna think of them after the fact. Who else? But of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I like J. Cole. I'm not a real big J. Cole like a lot of people is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it there. What about you, Chris?
I feel like that's hard for me because I like songs and I may not like
the artist.
Yeah, like I like music to me like really sets a vibe and it puts me like in a certain kind of place. So it just depends on the mood I'm in. I feel like the last couple of months like my playlist is real chill. So I've been listening to a lot of like indie artists maybe that aren't like necessarily like super popular. Like I like Masego.
Yeah, that's the type of bag I've been in lately too.
So you know
like
what I'm saying?
People who not really like haven't quite popped just yet.
Yeah. So like now, if we're gonna ask, okay, my top 2 favorite, Big Crit,
yes,
and 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Right. So like if we gotta go top 2 hitting, like when I was applying for jobs, like I quoted 2 Chainz in my cover letter.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead now.
2 Chainz was in there.
Nah,
So in the cover letter.
That's hard. That's
So
hard.
like them two, but yeah, I like a lot of like indie artists. But then if I'm like you said, I'm definitely down to go back for Earth, Wind, Fire. But I'm really more of a Gap Band.
Okay, girl.
Uncle Charlie is.
Oh
yeah.
Hold on, man.
So I like
throw them
that.
classics out.
Michael Jackson or Prince.
That's a good one. That should be easy though.
No, it ain't, cause I listen to both of them.
That's easy.
Now you let my mama.
Now
tell
you
it.
gotta think
Prince all day.
Okay, but you gotta think about like the business moves.
No, this is just who you like.
No.
Yeah.
Cause that's gonna make me like him more.
Okay, but that's you. Some people just don't care nothing about that.
I guess.
Let's see.
That Thriller?
I like Mike. I'm a Mike fan.
I ain't gonna lie, I give it to Mike though. Mike was cold.
Yeah, come on now. That thing.
Dirty Diana, man.
That whole Thriller album. The whole album was slapped.
I'm a Mike fan, but
you can't say Prince ain't cold.
no.
Oh no.
Prince was cold.
Any man who can wear his butt cheeks out and still have the women like fawning over him, I'd be like, Mom, he's not. You better not say nothing.
Purple Rain.
You know what?
Yeah.
You right.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
I've never seen Purple Rain.
See, you met.
Bruh, I'm a little bit of a little bit now. I ain't
messing
what's the
up.
other one? Color Purple. I ain't seen Color Purple. I ain't seen none of them.
Me
movies.
neither.
I'm late on all of that. For
I'm
real.
through.
I never
with
saw
y'all.
Color Purple, but I saw they're coming out with a new one. A redone Color Purple. I'd watch that
I saw
one.
that too.
That one don't look as sad. I don't like
I don't
movies
think
that
it's
are
gonna be
sad.
sad.
Yeah, if I know somebody, like I won't watch Set It Off.
Kristen, they're supposed to be remaking that too.
They shouldn't. But
They
I
should
won't-
not.
Well, because when Queen Latifah died, it was too much.
Girl,
I don't watch that. I won't watch Idlewild.
Y'all gotta watch the.
I
Y'all
seen a
need.
snippet of that.
I don't watch Idlewild.
Y'all need to take a whole weekend and go through these movies. I'm
I've
telling
seen some, but I
you.
won't. If it's a sad movie, I don't like it. Nope.
I'm through with y'all.
Okay.
So that was good. That was
I like.
good.
They kind of loosened everything up a little bit.
Right.
So,
Goofy, man.
so May is Mental Health Month. And I think that is a huge taboo sometimes, often in the black community.
Yeah.
And not, I'll go as far as to say, minority communities.
Absolutely.
It's taboo because we don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't. It's something that is not shared. So, I'm really thankful now that a lot of celebrities, a lot of people are really starting to put mental health at the forefront.
Right.
Of things. So
It's important.
I'm just gonna ask this, like right now, like how was your mental health? Like where you where ask everybody.
I let ladies go first. I'll go first now.
Okay.
Mine, I feel like I'm at this, not really a crossroad, but I'm at a point in my life where it's kind of like a transition phase that I could feel myself going through, and I could feel my mental going through. Like I could just, you know, when you have dreams and goals, like when I was younger, I never thought that it could actually be attainable. Like I just thought I had dreams and goals. You get what I'm saying? But now I feel like I could really touch that. Like I could really see this happening. I could really like picture the end of it. So I'm just trying to like prepare my mental for that. Just all the things that I know that I'm gonna go through, because you know when you're going into business, you're gonna have ups and downs.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just feel like I'm going through this huge transition. I recently just started seeing a therapist because I just feel like a lot of things that I've been going through here recently, I know, like now that I'm old enough, I know what I'm trying to say. I know why I'm going through it, and I know why like I'm reacting to certain situations. And I'm trying to be the best person that I can be and the best mother that I can be. So it's kind of, if you don't know why you act in a certain way, then it's no way that you're going to be able to identify those She locked out. There's no.
I was like, she coming in. I didn't know what was going on.
I was wondering what was.
Sorry, y'all.
No, you good.
I don't want to interrupt.
So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so if you don't know why you have certain triggers, then it's no way that you'll be able to fix them. So that's kind of like one thing I've been trying to work on with myself is my communication, and you know, as far as like my business part, just not procrastinating, trying to be more self-disciplined. So all those things, once I figure out all those little things and all my little triggers, then I won't let that get in the way of my everyday life. So
That's hard.
that's where I'm at, girl and boy. Man, I'm sorry.
I like.
We back.
Again.
But yeah, no, I feel like I'm in a transition phase as well. Being able to kind of finally like believe a little bit more in myself. Like I think I played a lot of support roles in the past, and so you know I think with our event, us doing that really kind of pushed me to the forefront of believing like, okay, you know what, I can take that leap. Like I can actually do certain stuff for myself, and so that's why it's kind of important for me to be back in therapy, because sometimes we get in spaces a little quicker than in our mind we think we're ready for it, and maybe we don't think we deserve to be there, or we don't think we have the capacity to do those things. And I want to make sure that, you know, I honestly believe, you know, God has got some big stuff he's about to do, and I want to be able to show up and know that I'm equipped with the skills, I have the tools to do it, I can do it, you know, and not talk myself out of it because maybe I don't feel like you know, have certain things on paper that I think somebody else would.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's major, because life is all about lessons. Like even if you don't or may not know certain things, like just going into business for yourself, you just always gonna learn something new. Like I feel like that's what, and I think that's the most exciting part about me. Like I'm not scared to mess up and
I'm terrified.
You terrified?
I don't like to mess up. I don't like to fail. I don't like to go into something that I
don't have that problem.
That I don't know what I'm doing. So I think that's where my stress comes from, because I want to be so like, I want to know what I'm doing.
You're a perfectionist.
Evidently I am, and I didn't, you know.
But you know, that'll move you into like not doing anything, like paralyzing yourself.
It does, because you can talk to yourself like, you know, that was me for a long time. I have an idea, and I will have thought this is a great idea, and I'll think too far through it, and then I'm like, nope, it was terrible. Never mind.
You've been having ideas.
You'll talk yourself out of it.
Man, you better roll them ideas.
Okay.
Up here, bro. Roll them ideas.
So what about you, Vontae?
Like as far as my mental health right now.
How are you? How are you really doing?
For the most part, it's good. I can't complain. You know, you go through what you go through in life, but it's just like, it's like I said, it's like it's a transition. Like I'm transitioning into something better. So the way I look at it is just like, they say you got a chance and a choice. Like I've been hearing that, like a chance and a choice, so you can wake up and make it better, or you can just sit around and wait for it to be better. Like
period. That was a bar.
I like that.
Okay.
We're gonna have to pull that little. Say that little clear. We're gonna have to pull that for a clip.
So okay, cause tell them how old you are.
I'm 27.
So me and Kristen are in. Oh yeah, you went in here. Me and Kristen are in our 30s. Okay. And I know, like, for me, like, I've always wanted to start my own business. Like, ever since I started college, like, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. But literally up until I started a business before. Like, I was selling hair at one point. I was actually, how old was I? 25. But that was a partnership, and I wasn't really brave enough to go into business by myself until a few years ago. So what I want to ask you, like, what got you to that point to where you like, okay, I'm gonna do this, start your own business and go out on your own and stuff? Cause you're young and that's good, and you really be out here.
And did you start both at the same time, or did you start one and then the other?
I was cutting grass before I was doing clothes. I went to school at SC State. And that's when I started doing clothes. And then I came back home at 18. I didn't get to finish school. So I came back home at 18. And that's when I didn't have, like, no other option. I just had to push both of them. Like, that was just
I know that's right.
Yeah, like,
that's what it be coming down to, for real. Like, you got to make a way out of no way. Well, that's what's up. So you said you was at school, and when you came back when you was 18?
No, I was 19 when I came back. I was 19
That's
when I
still
came
really
back.
young.
Yeah.
That's super young.
I was 19 when I came back, and from there on, that's all it was.
You've been doing
That's
it.
That's it.
Have you ever worked a regular job?
Yeah, alongside them, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That just don't be for me though.
That's what.
Like, I get to the point where I'm like, bro, I can't take no more of this. Like, nah.
Yeah.
But you gotta do what you gotta do though. You need that to fund that. So.
Right.
God damn.
What's wrong with your phone?
My phone. Storage.
Tyler. Yes. I'm telling you, this man ain't coming. He's not coming back, y'all. He said enjoy
This is
this.
not happening every time.
Right, and then this the first.
Said enjoy
Usually
this.
we somewhere ready.
By this time, we have it.
Right.
Y'all good.
We
Bro,
be
I done been in worse situations.
Okay.
Trust me.
I'm like, that's fine. We'll still talk while she's doing that. Yeah, so that's major. Like, do you feel like you think different than the people that are around you? Or do you have, like, a set of homeboys who's on the same stuff you're on? Or friends? They don't have to be boys,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I think different from everybody that's around me. And I ain't even got no homeboys, no friends like that. Like, just because, like, what I be on, I can't, like, not everybody be on that. Like,
Yeah. Especially with how young you were when you first started. Are you originally from Greenville?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. That's good.
My grandma's house right down the street.
309
309 Burning Street. So, yeah. My grandma's house.
So have you ever felt, because like Kristen was saying, how she kind of wanted to prepare herself moving into, these different rooms and different things that we're going to be going into with our business, and she just wants to feel like she's worthy enough to be there. Have you ever felt like, or have there ever been a situation where you just felt like you didn't deserve to be there, or you don't deserve to be in a position that you in now?
I wouldn't say didn't deserve to be in it, but it's just like maybe I may need like to get a little bit more information to feel like I need to be in there.
Okay.
Like it was when I went to the seminar over there, like when I the seminar at Village Lunch right around the corner in 2019, like it was people in there, they had businesses, like their business was established.
Yeah.
And I ain't had nothing, nothing wasn't going for me. All I had was like a thing of shirts. So I'm there just like, I just be on the fly on the wall, just listening to them. And they'll speak on like their downfalls of their business, how they revamped, relaunched, all that good stuff. And I just be listening to them. Like, you can ask anybody, like, they'll tell you I ain't say nothing.
Yeah,
and I just sit there and listen to them. And I was just like, bro, it's crazy, like how they so comfortable with telling that. Most people wouldn't even be like,
they'll be embarrassed to tell the truth. And that's thing that I don't like. Like, I feel like now that's kind of like one of the reasons why we wanted to start our pod, because we wanted to talk about all the things that we were trying to do and that we want to do, and be able to be transparent with the process that we're going through for everything. And just show people like, okay, this is what we ran into. These are the issues that we having.
Right.
So that way, whoever is listening, hopefully they can take from it, and that journey will be a little bit easier for them.
For sure.
So that, when I say that's big for you to just even go in the room, to just get there and get in there and just, because I feel like sometimes you have to be able to put your ego aside and be able to like actually listen to other people, because like I feel like that's one of our problems too. Like a lot of people be acting like they doing this and that and really don't be doing this and that, but yet they want to come and talk to other people and talk down to them, and really they ain't doing, you know, they fronting pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
So let me go back on what you just said. So you were in a program. It's a program here in Greenville called the Village Launch, and they work with minority and women entrepreneurs and businesses to kind of help them take their business to the next level and get stuff. So you were in like a cohort program. I think it's like a 10-week program, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit like about your experience, like going into that? You know, like what inspired you to go into it, and then like, you know, your experience in it. Like what did you take? Like what did you take away from it? You know, did you make good connections? Like how was that experience for you?
It was dope. It was dope. Like just to see everything, like how they, I don't know, it was like they critiqued your business, like they gave you we got a whole pamphlet, like a whole big binder, and it's like elevator pitches, like all kinds of stuff, like they gave you the 411.
It was a real deal.
Okay. Like, man. So I got into it through like, it was word of mouth. They got at me through like some people that they know, and I was just like, man, this is dope. And like I say, shit, when I first started, I ain't know nothing. I was like, I just went in there, talked to everybody. I just be quiet. I was the youngest in there, like, you know what I mean? Just the youngest in there. So everybody like, you ain't gotta call me sir, man. I'm like, nah, that's disrespect. That's how things is. Like,
that's
it was dope. It was real dope. Real dope.
That's good.
Yeah, because that's actually how like I found you, because I was looking for vendors and stuff. I saw one of their events that you did, like one of their marketplaces.
Word.
There was a picture of that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Feel good.
It was a picture
So
of that.
it worked. It's working.
I was okay. Let's see if we can contact him.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, you was like one of the first people.
Yeah, I was like,
I appreciate that. For sure.
And you know what? That honestly, that right there will speak to what we talked about on other our episode that was out 2 episodes from this. We talked about networking and being your network, and a big thing like with social media, being able to see what somebody does, because you know what I'm saying. There were plenty of people who applied for the pop-up that didn't get in, and that was because we were able to go on your page and see what your merch looked like, see what your setup looked like,
Instagram,
see, you know what I'm saying, because we were putting our hard work into this, and so we definitely didn't want anybody coming in there who wasn't on the same mission that we were on.
Yeah, it was we wanted it to be an actual curated experience for the people that's coming through there. So
I apologize.
Well, thank you.
That's
thank
hard.
you.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, I ain't mean to cut you off, but when I seen y'all drop that video, the news came up, I was like, bro, that's hard. I was like, I never seen these folks from up here, bro. That's hard, bro. Like, I've been a lot of events, trust me, I have, and there's been a lot of people there. My father, been a lot of people there. Been like a nice vicinity, all that, but. Like that coverage,
that's what it's about.
That's crazy, bro. Like y'all did y'all thing with it, for real. I gotta apologize for that, cause y'all did y'all thing with it.
That was that was exciting for that, because it wasn't something that was necessarily expected of them to come, because one of our girlfriends, her husband works for a different news channel. So like I had the contact for them, but because I didn't think I had everything I needed to send to them, I didn't send them anything. And so I just, off the strength, just reached out to her through social media, and I was just inviting her. And then from that invitation, that's what, brought that out. So that, that's another thing of thinking that we think we have to have certain stuff together before we do stuff. And sometimes, you just need to go ahead and make that jump. Yeah. And, you kind of never know what's going to happen from it. Like, where do you, okay, 2 things. I saw you gave Rick Ross some clothes, or there's a post out there, so explain what, were you down there, like what?
Nah, it was on Instagram, pulling my move. Like I just be watching everybody's stories. I be paying attention to like some of the artists who I listen to. Yeah. They'll drop like their P.O. box, or they'll drop their address in there, like they probably be on tour or whatnot. and shit. I just seen it, and it was like, send such and such to such and such. I was like, I bet. Well, let's just work my move and see.
Yeah.
And that's what it turned out to.
Yo.
That's what's
And
up.
I was man. When I say turned up, man, I couldn't stop smelling.
I bet. Like, let me tell you, social media is a gift and a curse all in one.
Yeah.
Like, it can take you to the next level. It's gonna get you to network with different people you never thought you'd be able to get in touch with. Like,
sure.
the stuff that we got playing next, like, literally, we just jumping in people's inboxes.
Yeah.
Like, and we gonna keep doing it too until you respond. Like,
That's how it be. That's how it be.
well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So where do you see yourself? Like, where do you want to grow your business? Like, do you want a storefront? Do you want to do more kinds of merch? Do you want to expand? Like, what's your vision for Make Millions?
The vision is worldwide. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, cause it's bigger than just like money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's like, bro, like my thing is like you gotta be able to provide. Like you gotta. We ain't here forever. Like
Right.
we all ain't here forever. So it's like we got offspring. We gotta take care. We got little nieces, little nephews.
Man,
all
what?
that. So
You preaching to the choir right now.
I was just saying, like, that's just like ain't nobody leave me nothing behind. So I'm like, bro, I gotta do that for my little cousins. And them.
Yeah.
Like I ain't got kids, so it's like, bro, I'm just hustling for my little niece and my little cousin. That's
I
it.
know,
Like,
that's right.
so that I just see it.
You ain't got no kids.
No kids.
You ran over that too fast. That's good.
Man,
My bad.
you ain't got no kids. Man said no.
I just take care of my little
That's
cousin.
you
my
an
little niece.
anomaly. Like
Not an anomaly.
That's a word I ain't never heard.
I can pull them out from time to time now.
Well, she said one word. This is another one she sent me to tell. I said, but I ain't even gonna ask her. I'm gonna wait till I get there. I don't know what the word
What
is.
does this
Hey, don't tell her what I said. I'll be trying, y'all.
So it's cool. But like storefront, worldwide billboards. Hell, like I want to be like, I want to have it to where it's like I ain't always doing like y'all can be a part of it too. Like you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
we locked in.
yeah, like I'm dead
Ain't no
serious.
switching
Like
up.
We
like
locked in.
y'all can be a part of it too. Hey, y'all can run like events. You know, with it, like teaching
Yeah.
people about like wealth stuff. Cause y'all, I see it, bro. Y'all
We
gonna
doing all of
expand,
it.
bro. Like
Yeah.
y'all ain't just gonna be podcast, bro. Y'all gonna be doing
Right.
some whole other stuff. So.
Now we
We
gonna
can
have
see
like we got like a whole community type thing that we trying to
Vision, like,
build
we
For
want.
here.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So like growing up, did you have anybody that was in business for themselves? Like where would you say you got?
Your entrepreneurial spirit.
There we go.
I got you.
Cause I'm about to
good.
say a whole
Yo,
paragraph just to say that.
I got you.
Oh man, I say it come from my grandma, and then it come from just the environment I was in.
Okay.
Yeah, just my grandma and the environment I was in, like with the flea market stuff.
Your grandma used to sell at the flea
Bro,
market?
she goes to the flea market early in the morning. She going to knock on the door 5 o'clock.
Oh.
She about to drop my little niece off, and she going straight to the doggone flea market. Come back with 3 big bags full of toys. I'm telling my grandma was
That's
something
what's
else. So for my grandma, and like the environment I was in, like it just showed, it just fearlessness, like relentless.
Your grandma raised you.
My grandma did, yeah. Like my mom and my grandma did, but it's mostly
Okay.
my grandma. I was around my grandma a lot.
Okay.
So did your grandma sell stuff at the flea market too?
Yeah.
What'd
yeah.
she sell?
Anything she had in her house,
Hey.
like all
That's how
that
it
old
be,
stuff.
right?
All that old stuff she got in her house, clothes, all that stuff, old toys, antique stuff. Like my grandma used to have so much stuff. Like I mean, she had these little mirrors. I don't know why I used to love the little mirror, but there was some gold little mirrors.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every time I go to my grandma, I pick them up, put my little mirrors down. I just love that. But yeah, my grandma.
She probably had
my
the good
grandma.
stuff too, low key.
Said we gonna get this bread.
That's how it be, man. I swear that's how it be. But I've never like had nobody that was close to me that was necessarily an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I don't even know where it came from. Just
Not wanting to work for nobody else.
I can't
That
do
too.
it.
That
I can't
too.
do
That's
it.
That
the
too.
one.
I've always had an issue with just people telling me what to do, period. Like I used to run track, play basketball, play softball, could
Right.
never finish. He talking to me crazy. I gotta go.
Coaches be talking crazy. You said
Right.
coaches be wildin', bro.
Like I just could not do it. But once I made up my mind, like okay, this is what I'm gonna go for. That's I had moved to New York, and I went to school for business, like I was telling you before.
Right.
And like when I went back to school when I was 25. So everybody that was there, of course, they like 18, 19.
Yeah.
So I always felt like going into class, like I shouldn't even be here with these young kids. Like, but I had to get that out of my mind because I know I wanted to get the education and get the tools that I needed to, go to the next phase or next step of my life.
Right.
And then I started doing styling at this magazine or whatever. And when I tell you, them how can I say this in a nice way? So people from up north, they automatically think people from down south is like dumb or whatever. And when you dealing with certain type of people, it already. Well, we deal with this too. Like when you dealing with certain type of people, you could automatically think in your head, oh, they racist. So I've always, like, just from being up there, I always kind of felt like I had to pump myself up before I went into the room because I just always felt like either they didn't like me or I shouldn't be here or they don't like black people. Like, they don't like black people. Like, I'll be quick to say that. But I just had to, right? But I always just had to pump myself up just to, actually make those moves because it wasn't that I didn't deserve to be there because I definitely did. But I just felt like they knew so much more and they were just so much more confident than me. What is it?
I was trying to tell her to take some pictures.
Oh.
But without saying it.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
But I just always felt they were so much more confident than me. And, I had made this connection with this one girl. We ended up becoming like real cool friends. And she was telling me like, yo, I got to pull myself up too. So just like making different connections with people, that really helped me. They call it imposter syndrome or whatever. That's probably what you were talking about. That's probably what you were talking about.
I was about to say, but what is you talking
That's
about?
That's why I wanted to tell him early.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him early just in case he had to look it up. Because I had to look it up too.
Okay.
But
crazy, man.
That's like a big thing, especially like, because I feel like it's a big thing for black people, period, because now that we're starting to like learn more things and we're starting to go into entrepreneurship, we automatically be feeling like we don't deserve certain things, especially like I know one thing for me, especially going into college, like leaving my high school and only a few people went off to college because, it's like a lot of down here, a lot of black people don't be going off to school, and there's nothing wrong with that, of course. But when I would come back home, they'll always like try to make me feel bad for going to school. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, you big time now. You college girl." Like, so I forgot where I was going with that. But those like,
All right.
Those were my like experiences with so-called imposter syndrome, basically. And I guess we should say I ain't got the definition, so. But basically, imposter syndrome.
Imposter.
Yeah. We're gonna get the definition for y'all. Hold on.
Imposter syndrome.
I mean, you talk about your experiences, Kristen.
With imposter syndrome.
Or what you been feeling lately?
Yeah.
So
give us the def, Tyler.
Okay.
All right.
Imposter syndrome is the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. So
give me an example of that though.
Okay, so for me, so my main passion is event planning.
Okay.
But what I went to school for was public relations, and then my actual hands-on experience was in marketing. But my marketing experience was in graphics.
Okay.
So I've got these things where I can say I have a degree in this, my passion is about this, but what I can actually show you that I did was in graphics.
Right.
And in graphics, it wasn't anything super great. So the stuff that I wanted to do, like the things that I had like ideas for and wanted to do, I didn't feel like on paper I was necessarily qualified for.
Right.
And some of the stuff, you know, like I wasn't, but like over the years, because I worked with so many people, you know, I volunteered, I served behind the lines with so many people, like I literally have these experiences, but in my head they're not valid because maybe I wasn't getting paid for them.
Yeah.
Or maybe I can't say that I worked for Nike doing this, or that I worked, you know what I'm saying, for some of these other ones. So in my head, even though I literally know how to do the task for what I'm asking for, like sometimes I'm still hesitant to say, oh, I'm an event planner.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, my website's not together, such and such, even though I know, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know that I've done it. Like I have the opportunity now to work for a guy who doing graphics for a lot of big brands that he does stuff for. But I'm not a graphic designer. Like, so when he sends me stuff, it's crazy because like he believes in me more than I believe in me.
Yeah.
Like
I believe in you more than you believe in you too.
He sends me stuff and I'm like, do y'all know what I'm working with over here? Like, how do you expect, like, it ain't no, it's like, all right, I need this right here for Nike. Sir, do you know what I'm working off of? Like how do you think I'm supposed to be able to do this? But you know what? I figure it out. And then after a while, after I look back, I'm like, you know what? Wasn't bad.
It be looking bomb. Like the stuff she be sending me that she be doing for him, and when I tell you it looks so good.
What you got?
I'm like, that's not bad. So like they just started working with NIL for athletes.
Yeah, like they get them deals. I don't know.
Yeah. What is it? It's name, likeness, something else. But so to where the athletes can get sponsored by Bojangles for all this stuff. Mm-hmm. So he has a marketing agency, and they signed 3 new clients, and so he wanted me to do the welcome post for their social media.
Right.
So I did the welcome post for their social media, but I was like,
show 'em, girl.
doing it. I was like,
I saw it the other day and going down my timeline. I was like, wait a
second. I was like, you know what? That don't look half bad. But when it's like when he asked me to do certain stuff, I'm like, who are you asking to do this? Like, so I did that one for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
and
hard.
Another athlete they have.
Yeah, look good, right?
But I'm like, but you know, like certain stuff like that, it's like, who? Like, you want me to do what? And
you gotta think though, not even people who do designs though, they're not even getting them type gigs though, bro. So
you know, and that's why I'm always
doing it for. I know people been doing it for years. And
yeah.
I mean? So
I've had I've talked about, you know, my connection with them because the stuff that I get to do with them now came because in 2019 they did an event called the Sneaker Ball out there, and I wanted to go, but I didn't have the money to go. So I saw they were looking for help, so I volunteered to help and ran the door, and made that connection with them then, and hit him up a couple of years later. And was doing some stuff, and he needed some graphic work done, and like he literally believed in me from the jump, because the graphic stuff that I was doing, like the first thing that I showed him I could do was nothing like this stuff right here. So he was like, yeah, that's good. So can you do X, Y, and Z? I was like, what the heck? Like, sir, how do you
do with it though?
But you know, like I figured it out. You know, I figured it out. So I'm just now like coming into believing that I have certain, you know, I'm a lot doper than I think I am.
Girl.
Right.
You know? Like that's
what?
You gotta wake up in the morning and tell yourself that.
You really do.
I'm really gonna did it die too?
You're out of storage.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Y'all. We may just have the video may just have to cut out after a little while.
We might just not do that. I mean, we're just gonna have to
Fuck it.
we pretty much about to wrap up now though.
Yeah, but I was like,
Yeah.
that's funny. So yeah, so that's kind of alright. So have you like been in? So I guess maybe you could have experienced some when you started the cohort program, because those people in there were so far ahead of you in their business. And,
that's
you know,
that
you
feeling
were still,
that you got.
No, I'll tell you a better one. I'll tell you even better one.
Tell us a better one.
Alright, so when I first got back home from school.
Was that hard? Okay, well,
very hard.
Okay, answer that, and then we'll go to coming back home.
I tell you, I got back home from school, and I ain't had no car, no nothing. And I'm telling you, I'm cutting grass, right? So keep in mind where we at right now, right?
Right.
I'm pushing the lawnmower from here all the way to Brutontown.
We ain't from Greenville, but I'm pushing
far.
the lawnmower anywhere.
It's summertime. I got a lawnmower, a gas can, and a weed whacker all in one hand. You
better hustle. You
If I still had my old phone, I would show you the videos, bro. I used to walk with that lawnmower every fucking day.
Okay, got it out the mud.
And still go cut the grass. I'm dead ass serious, bro. Like, anybody tell you that, bro. Like, that's why I say, bro, like, you talking about, like, how, your skills and shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't have a motherfucking car. Motherfucker see me on Facebook, still promote my shit, and it just rolled past me. Like, I was really going through that shit. That's why I'm like,
you were going through it for real.
boy, I was talking about, bro, that shit was so, it was hard, bro. I'm talking about, my little niece was just born that time, so my sister, I was like, will you let me out there use your car so I can cuss and crap? You ain't use my car, I gotta go take the thing to the doctor. Hell no. I'm like, man.
That's how it be too, for real.
I'm talking about, bro, I was trying to put everything in the play, but shit. More little story, keep going, bro. That's it. Like, shit, I had to wake up every day. It's 100 degrees outside during the summer.
That's what's
bro,
up.
I'm still out here pushing that lawnmower. Well, you trying to go out nothing, bro? I just came in the house. I just pushed the lawnmower. But you think I'm about to go out clubbing tonight? No, bro. I'm
I know
staying in the house.
that's right.
Hell no. Y'all can't come get me when I had a lawnmower. They're gonna get me when you want to go to the club. Nah, forget all that.
That's a different type of. I feel that though. I feel
For
that.
real, bro. I was mad. That shit made. I feel like with a lot of people behind that, but I'm just damn shit.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. That's a different type of motivation, right?
Yeah. It was real, bro. I'm talking. My mom used to be like, "Well, you alright?" I'm like, "Mom, look, I look. Just leave me alone right now, Mom. I got work to do."
But that speak a lot about your character. Like,
oh yeah,
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's listen.
That type of hustle.
Okay. That's a whole nother level right now.
I
believe in you, my boy. You gonna make it.
You're going far.
You gonna make it.
If we didn't believe before, we believe now.
You going places.
Oh shit! I gotta get.
You coming home, like, cause you said you didn't finish school,
Right?
Like, was that by choice? I mean, and if I'm getting too personal, you have to.
I promise you, I don't overcame my list. I'm sorry, but no, when I got kicked out of school, a professor told me to shut up, and I wasn't going for it. I was I was the only one in class like participating. I'm like, bruh, like you not finna tell me to shut up. So they got a hold of my transcript, so I was just like, I'm not finna go through all that. Like, I got my accountant now. He a Freemason, and he went there, and somehow I don't know what he did, but he pulled a move, and it was like, well, yeah, you can come back and finish if you want to. I'm like, bruh,
wow,
I'm not finna come back down there, bruh. It's just too much memories, too much stuff down there. Like, I can't. I ain't even worried about it no more. Like,
so coming home, especially that wasn't something that was your choice. Like, was that hard? And then how did you not sit in that choice? Like, how did you not like sit in that and just let it get to you? Like, because
get you down.
Like coming home from school wasn't the hard part for me. Like, I just didn't have a job, so after I finished, I came back home. But when I got my first big girl job, like 4 years later in Atlanta, and it didn't work out, and I had to tuck my tail in and come home, that one right there.
That make or break you, bro. Because you got a lot of people, they what you doing back?
Exactly.
Then you got them naysay, they ready, you back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you here now? You living here again?
You gotta deal with all that, bro. You gotta eat that shit up. I'm telling you, it's gonna eat you up, but you gotta eat that shit up.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep going, bro. Like, that shit was real. I don't think I had on my mind was one goal though. Shit, you gotta make some money, bro. Whether it's with a job or whether it's out for you, you gotta make some money.
Yeah.
That's a sub. You got through it though.
For sure.
You got through it.
So we're excited to have connected with you. Let's ask this one question, then we'll kind of close it out. Unless Tyler
ask us.
He does.
I got one for y'all, and then
Okay.
y'all ask y'all stuff. Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you being from here, growing your business here, what's some stuff you want to see come to the area, or what do you think the area is missing, or you know what I'm saying, like
unity.
Period.
Everybody I see a lot of dope brands, a lot of people doing a lot of dope things.
Yeah.
But word of mouth, just like how y'all got with me, and how other people gonna get with y'all, just our word of mouth, bro. Unity, like we can take over this whole thing, like
right.
Yeah.
It ain't just gotta be no Black History Month or no black market here.
Yeah.
Nah, it could be like
everybody.
Them black folks done bought a whole block, like
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real,
That's
like
the type of time we on for real.
for real,
Yeah.
like so it could really be like that. Like that's my main thing, unity and communication.
Okay, that's good.
And my question for y'all.
yes.
So, what's one word y'all would use to resonate with your life? and I'm gonna give you an example. Mine,
hard one.
mine is abundance because
Oh, okay.
Hey man,
Yeah.
okay.
life is abundant.
okay.
Like it's plentiful, good and bad. So my question to y'all, what would y'all word be? You can take time to think.
I would say, go ahead. The only thing that comes, the first thing that came to my mind was, dang, I really want to do a couple. I'll say my first one is redemption. And I say that because, like, we all going through some stuff. Like,
right.
especially the stuff I done been through. For me to get over that type of stuff and still be able to keep going and be able to, like, want to help other people and not let that get me down and not let that stop me. Like, I'm just so ready. Like, I don't care what I go through. I'm gonna come out that thing fighting. We all gonna get this thing going. Like, I don't care. We is going to be successful. We is going to help everybody else be successful. And that's the type of time I'm on. I don't care what we go through. Like, we gonna get over it and we gonna get through it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Redemption.
I like that.
What you got?
You looking up for
No, because I want to see.
say you better.
I want to see if the definition was gonna support what
Oh shit.
I was gonna see if the definition was.
Like she got it too.
Y'all know that's what I do.
No, but the first one that came to mind was favor.
Okay, yes.
And so for that, just because of, that's just the way that I feel like God has kind of blessed my life, and it's been favor because it's not anything that I deserve. It's not anything that I've earned. It's not anything that.
You know you ain't here with some girls. My bad, Kristen. Go ahead.
No, it's not anything that I've earned. It's not anything that I deserve. It's not anything that I can, it doesn't matter how much work I put in. Like, when God favors us in certain situations, like, it's just supernatural. And so that's what I want. Like, I don't need your connection or certain stuff. My life is favored. Like, I want people to look at me and be like, you know what? God blessed her. Or, you know what I'm saying? I want to know more. I want you to be able to see him through me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a bar.
Like I said, I definitely just say, favored, because, you know what I'm saying? It's not something you deserve, and favor is preferential treatment. You know what I'm saying? So I want that. So I don't want what everybody else can get, because I believe, you know what I'm saying, being a child of the Most High, I get preferential treatment. I get the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not for me. That's for those that are connected to me, because it's so important, you know what I'm saying, to have that kind of connection. So
yes, ma'am. That's a good question.
That was a good question.
Well, let me tell you, I did not expect that from him.
I was like, oh, he was holding that one. Okay.
You should have started.
Yes.
Nah, but we appreciate you coming through and chatting with us. You probably gonna be coming back. So
yes.
I got my number, man.
I have them back. Tell them one more time where they can find you on social media.
Clothing line, Make Millions Clothing. My lawn business, Lawn Master 15 on Instagram. My Facebook, Devante Williams, DEVANTE Williams. And my personal Instagram, __FRSH. Y'all check me out, man.
Okay.
Make Millions.
Yes, and I'm Kristen.
And I'm Tyler.
And you've been listening to Hustle and Lace Podcast.
Bye. I'm still smiling at the camera.
Me too.
Back on.
I don't think it was.
I gotta get a picture with y'all, man.
Yeah, no, we gotta get one.
Yeah, we're gonna get some pictures.
Cause that was hard.